Namaskar, dear parents, teachers and children. Welcome to the Scholar Badge ceremony and a huge congratulations to the dear children who have made this day possible. In these turbulent times when there is negativity all around, you hear of shortages, you hear of ill health, you see panic. There was a promise I made to all of you that we will try and stick to the calendar as best as we can. And therefore, we have kept up with our promise and kept all the investiture ceremonies, all the special days and the Scholar Badge ceremonies as per schedule. Today also, we are meeting here to celebrate your achievements in academics, in getting your blue badge, your blue blazer, a blue tie, or maybe a gold medal. Whatever the achievement, whatever the award, my blessings come to you through this message, through your achievement, through your certificate. And may this be just the beginning of many more achievements. Let this not be something which you can stop. I have always believed that hard work is a habit. So those children who work hard, who work diligently, who study with a certain skill, have managed to stay afloat even in these troubled times and ensure that they do not lose out. And it is my appeal to those children to carry on this good work irrespective of what is happening outside. Stay focused. We have heard the saying that good times don't last for very long, neither will bad times. So this difficult bad time will also go away. We just have to be patient. We just have to be resilient. We just have to stay grounded. And how are we going to do it? How are we going to ensure that this happens? By doing that, what we can do. There is no way we can control the virus or talk about treatments, but we can do our bit by staying home. We can do our bit by reaching out to those who are less fortunate, to those who need help, and if we can provide that help. We can help our parents by staying focused and not giving them that point of worry that my child is not studying, my child may not do well. So I know it's a difficult time, I know it's an unusual time, but I think it is in the fitness of things that we get used to these unusual times. It has not been an easy time for teachers, it's not been an easy time for parents. So dear children, those of you who have seen the kind of hard work your teachers have put, the kind of lessons they have prepared, the kind of papers they have been checking and, sort of looking after you all. And you've seen your parents handling office, handling home, trying to make sure that you are all right. I think I must salute the teachers and the parents, while of course saluting the children who have been exemplary. By and large, you have all proven that you are made of the right stuff, that you are the ones who are going to come out of this braver, more resilient, more grateful. Which brings me to the point of gratitude. So don't be shy of showing your gratitude to your parents, to your elders, to your teachers, for looking after you in the past 14-15 months, which were very different from any other month, any other year that has gone by. Be thankful to them. Be grateful that they're there to look after you. I don't think there is any family that has been untouched by this terrible, terrible tragedy of the COVID unfolding. And I think this is a time to not just be grateful for the fact that some of you may not have been touched by that, but also reach out with compassion to those who have lost family members. Let us try and reach out and provide them with help, with counseling, with compassion, with empathy, so that they come out of this period of grief more strongly and more happily. I think it's very difficult to imagine, those who have not felt it, to imagine the kind of loss one feels at the loss of a loved one. It could be a neighbor, it could be a friend, it could be a family member. It's heartbreaking. And every morning when I get up, I have the habit of looking at my phone. Nowadays, I do a little prayer before I pick up the phone, that God, don't show me bad news. Please don't tell me somebody else has fallen sick. Please don't tell me somebody else has gone to the hospital. Please don't tell me somebody else has passed away. But it is happening. And that's the reality. So we don't escape reality. We deal with it. So how will we deal with this reality? We will firstly try and prevent it from coming to us. We'll stay indoors. We'll wear our masks. We will not allow maids to come in. We will, as young children, try and help our parents in housework so that the entire work doesn't fall on them. Please remember, children, in a couple of years, you will also be handling your own homes. You will be looking after all the work. So this is a great way to start. So whether it's cleaning, making the beds, washing clothes, washing utensils, cooking, get your hands into it. I think I said this last year as well, and I'm just repeating it. It's also a time that you need to plan for the future. All of you are in senior classes. You must have a vision of what you want to do. You must look around you. I know that we don't want you to go too much on the screen, but useful use of the screen is what I request from you. Discerning. Don't just go on the screen to play a video game. Don't go on the screen to watch a movie. Not all the time anyway. Occasionally, of course, it's very important to de-stress. But go online to check what are the options open. What courses can you do? Even in the vacation, try and see how you can enrich yourselves better. The most expensive, the most priceless gift that we have is time. So let's use that time wisely. Let's try and make ourselves stronger, better, more adept at doing different kinds of things. Let's try and enrich our own CV, so to say. Let's try and join some courses online which are going to give us a better perspective of what we can do. In short, try and use your time to the optimum. Do whatever you can in any way that you can. Don't waste time, because then at the end of the year, at the end of a few months, you may be filled with regret that I had time that time. Why didn't I do it? My friends were busy doing new courses or new diplomas, and I did not do it because I was busy with something, or I hadn't focused. So just try and focus. I know it's difficult. It's not easy. It's not easy to detach yourself from what is happening around, but make this an exercise. It is an exercise of willpower. In addition, we constantly talk about the 4 C's that are essential for the 21st century, which all of you young people must have, and which we, I think, as a school have been trying to address. One is of communication, to learn to talk and express yourself in the best possible way. One is critical thinking, trying to think of out of the box ways of doing things. The third is collaboration, where we've tried to help you come together in groups and get things done. And one is creativity, which I think all of you are adept at because of the kind of projects you have done or the kind of events you participate in. I think you have been a very, very creative lot of students. In addition, I want you to add to this compassion. Very important to be compassionate for those who are less fortunate or those who are going through some kind of misery. And if each of you promises to reach out to just 1 or 2 more people, to offer them help, to offer them a patient hearing, to offer them anything that you think they need, I think then our world will be a much, much better place. I'll end this with good wishes to each one of you. May you stay healthy and happy. I'll also end with a reminder to my dear, dear children to stay strong, to stay resilient, to use their time wisely. Don't focus on the fact that you are locked in. Focus on the fact that your mind is absolutely free. It can do anything. You can do all the things which you could not do when you were not in this lockdown, when you were busy with other mundane stuff. Now sitting at home, there's so much you can achieve if you really want to do it. So I urge you all to look inside, find those moments of joy, and have a very, very enriching time in the next few months. The next few weeks are vacation for you. Try and do all that you can, which you could not do when school was working. Please continue to do the things which you have to do, which teachers have not been able to chase you about, like writing work. So stay strong, We are with you. Our blessings are with you. Look after yourselves. God bless all of you, and a big, big congratulations to all the awardees.
Thank you, ma'am. Your positivity has kept DPS Gurgaon family afloat during these challenging times. A beautiful blend of academic and co-scholastic engagements designed by you ensured uninterrupted learning during 2020. So today I take this opportunity also on behalf of the entire DPS fraternity to thank you once again. Our school choir celebrates the wonders of the world through a beautiful rendition. Everything and every being in this universe is interconnected. To presenting before you Circle of Life, echoing the same beautiful thought.
जब से रखा है कदम इस धरती पर, जब से हम उजाले में आए, तब से है बाकी बहुत कुछ देखना और करना जो नहीं कर पाए। यहाँ है हजारों पहेली सुलझानी है जो हमको सभी, और सूरज कभी पर करता नहीं उसके लिए तो यहाँ एक है सभी। चक्र जीवन का इसे हम सब जिए, चाहे हो खुशी या गम हो कभी, होगी ढूंढनी हमें जगह मिली अपनी। इस सफर में जीवन के चक्र में some of us fall by the wayside, and some of us soar to the stars, and some of us sail through our troubles, and some have to live with the scars. There's far too much to take in here, more to find that can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round in the circle of life. It's the wheel of fortune, it's the leap of faith, it's the battle of hope, till we find our place on the path unwinding in the circle of
Gautam Buddha and his principles are so relevant even today. Today, when all of us seek peace and truth, he believed that both are within us. With the same thought, presenting before you a soulful dance, remembering Buddha.
नथी में शरणं नैयं बुद्धो में शरणं वरं ये तेन सच वजेन हो तो में जयमं
Gautama, he was attempting to cross a small river which was known as Niranjana. Suddenly he realized the pointlessness of everything that he's been doing. All this physical torture that he's been doing with himself. Suddenly he realized everything that he's looking for is right here. He's been desperately trying to go towards truth. Suddenly he realized there is no going towards truth. If you just open up, it's right here.
Excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude. Our scholars have proved once again that success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Dear children, thank you so much for making this day possible. We are so proud of you. Heartiest congratulations. Now I'll request Ms. Arpana Gupta, Headmistress, Senior School, to propose the vote of thanks. Congratulations once again, dear parents and my dear children.
It was so heartwarming to see the young achievers being awarded. Let me begin by congratulating our scholars who have achieved this position of honor with their hard work and dedication. We applaud your performance, dear children. May you continue to achieve even greater heights. I would like to express my gratitude to you, the proud parents. Without your constant support, this achievement would not have been possible. Your contribution has been immense in making these young minds achieve what they have. My special thanks to the parent reps for standing by the school in all its endeavors. We are fortunate enough to be backed by a team of self-motivated and dedicated colleagues. I cannot thank them enough for their involvement and willingness to make this event possible during these testing times. My heartfelt thanks to the senior school team, the senior mistress, Ms. Nishidhanjal, the academic coordinators, class reps, and teachers for helping these children to reach this milestone. To the Deputy Dean Student Welfare, Ms. Mamta Kumar, the function coordinators, the music, dance, and IT departments in putting together the proceeding of the event beautifully. A special mention of the HOD Dance Department, Mr. Divedua, for being so innovative in creating the lovely presentation. A special thanks to our Vice Principal, Ms. Santana Tandani, and Dean Student Welfare, Ms. Sapna Dhaban, for their valuable inputs and guidance. And finally, my sincerest gratitude to our Director Principal, Aditi Ma'am, under whose able and unparalleled guidance we learn to grow and blossom. Thank you, ma'am, for being the catalyst that stimulates us to do our best. Thank you, everyone, for making this day a special one.